Enzo Maresca has completed his first training session with Chelsea, and from what I can see, those initial in the first one, like we said, is early days, so we're not reading too much into it. But from what I could see, it was a nice, fluid training session, into sort of introduction into what Enzo Maresca sort of would be like, his type of football, his philosophy. You could see he was putting the players through their paces, wanting one touch movement and maintaining possession that way. So for me, I think that was important to note. Like one thing I've always said about new coaches coming in 2 or 3 days, you should be able to get your philosophy across. You should be able to get your philosophy across, get your ideas across, and then what may take longer to sort of achieve would be perfection. But initially, you should be able to see what the manager, what the head coach is intending to achieve. And I think from that training session, you could see bits and bobs of what Enzo Maresca expects from his players. I think you could hear in one of the videos, if you've seen this video, I know it's on the Chelsea official page and as well as on the official YouTube channel. Was telling Robert Sanchez, play short, play short, that is, don't go for the long ball. Don't go for a long, easy ball. Play short to the center defender next to you and keep the ball moving. And you could see him having, one-on-one interaction with the players. I think, to my mind, trying to get them to understand what he expects from them, and that is really, really important. And I really sort of appreciated and enjoyed that bit. So, but we know the big thing would be if indeed this would translate onto the pitch. I know people have had their doubts about Enzo Maresca. Rival fans have been bantering because I think that's what really sells on YouTube is banter central, back and forth. You see a lot of things. But then again, they forget, especially Arsenal fans, that, okay, you had an Arteta who hadn't coached any team, who had not been the head coach or the manager for any team. He was just an assistant, one of the assistants to Pep Guardiola at Man City. And then he got the Arsenal job. He had two awful seasons, to my mind, where they finished eighth and then surprisingly finished second. And then this previous season finished second again. And has sort of shown himself to be a capable manager, but you have not really won anything, despite the fact that, this is sort of your most impressive spell, in the Premier League in the last, I'll say, 5 to 7 years. But I wouldn't digress to Arsenal fans. So what I saw, I was happy with. And then, in addition to the training session, the links for, my last video, the video I did yesterday, I sort of give my opinion on the links or the reports linking Chelsea to Karim Adeyemi, the Dortmund forward. I think there have been more sort of reports coming up, still linking Chelsea to Karim Adeyemi. I think that would be a very good buy, especially if a striker is got, if a reputable striker is got. Or maybe you could say Nkunku, but we're not going out all out to get a striker, but we're going to stick with Nkunku. Or rather, let me put it this way. If signing Adeyemi would prevent Chelsea from signing an actual experienced, renowned, recognizable striker like Victor Osimhen, then I would say don't get him. Go get me a striker like Victor Osimhen or Isak maybe. But if the team's philosophy is like, okay, we're not going to play with an orthodox out and out number nine, we're going to use Nkunku as our number nine or more like a 9.5, and then I'm all open for Karim Adeyemi to play. And then if we indeed going out and sign a recognized striker, Adeyemi would come in, provided he's not preventing that striker from being signed. So I think that's a good signing. So I wonder what your thoughts are on these further links to Karim Adeyemi and also the training session. Do you take it to mean that much, or for you it's just okay, nice to see? Because I've seen some fans getting overhyped, saying, "Oh, we're going to win the league now. Um, this is the real Pep students or something." So let's see how that goes. I'm just happy with what I've seen so far. I'm not gassing it too much. I'm hyping it too much. It's just one day training session. Today, hopefully, more videos will be out in the social media sphere, in the internet sphere, as to the second training session for the second training session. Sec- Enzo Maresca second training session with the team, and it'll be good to see how that progresses. And I'd like to see the interpretation of these training sessions in the preseason games that'll be coming up later on this month. So, happy days so far. What do you think about Chelsea's off-season or transfers so far? What do you think about the training sessions? Are you happy with the style of play? Seems to be going to be heavily possession based. I know that's not a surprise, but are you happy with that? So let me know in the comment section. So at this point, we've come to the end of today's video, and I'll catch you on yet another video. Stay blessed.